Happy Wednesday, everybody. How are we all doing? Welcome to Myles Dyer Live, where every Wednesday we just hang out and we talk about all sorts. Sometimes the serious, sometimes the not so serious. And today has been just the most manic of days. And we're going to just cut to the chase. Today, it was my first day at a new job. What is that new job, you ask? Well, I'm not quite ready to announce it. I'll be putting some official news out tomorrow with a statement online, and I probably will touch upon it on Gamescast Live later tonight. But I am now working in the VR industry fully, and it's super, super exciting. So, today was my first day at the new job, and then I had to do the Super Bowl-esque of Let's Plays, which was MADiSON VR, which will be the main topic of the show. Not talking so much, I mean, we will talk about the Let's Play, but I'm more interested in just like decompressing, discussing what it is about horror that's so enticing and what it can do to you. I've still got a bit of a headache. I'm still feeling tense all over my body. And for those that don't know what the hell I'm talking about, just stay tuned. We'll talk about it then. And then I was not even sure what I was going to do for Myles Dyer Live. I thought, I don't know what I'm going to feel like doing after that Let's Play. And so about an hour ago, I treated myself to some pizza, had some water, and then thought, you know what? I think we just got to like talk about what's just happened. And so that's what we're going to do. We're just going to hang out and decompress. That's what I'm going to do. My goodness, I'm shaken to the core though with that. And I've got a few other little bits and pieces to talk about as well. And then I'm doing Gamescast Live tonight because it's all moved to Wednesdays. So today is just like everything. Like May couldn't kick off to a bigger start. So there we go. I hope everyone's doing good. Let's see who's in the chat. We got Games with T who just said, yeah, I felt like that after Glad It Ain't Just Me. Clem Fandango, Cali Time Cat, congrats on surviving your first new job day. It was a very easy job day. It was just onboarding and stuff. Working with a great team of people. Really, really great. And thank you. Yeah. Really, really appreciate it. Love those wiggly Wednesday ears. I know, I just wanted something comfort. My head needed a hug, and this felt like the best way to do it. So that's really good. Ella says, what the fuck are you wearing? Well, I got this in Boston, and it's super cute, so deal with it. Deal with it. Why don't you deal with it? Hello, David. Good to see you there. James, good to see you. Kiro, good to see you. How are we all doing, people? Good to see you. Tom has been sorting underpants at work. Well, he could have been helping me with underpants earlier. Although, fortunately, I did need to go to the toilet a lot before the live stream because I did want to ensure I wasn't going to actually piss myself. But, yeah. And hey, Karina, good to see you here. Yeah, James, I will be on Without Parole in a couple of hours. It's a very, very busy day. Seriously, what is that hat? I can't explain it anymore. Just deal with it. Deal with it, why don't you? Hey, Event Horizon, good to see you here. Ellie, what's up? What's up? Grizzly, the Game Cat, says, what is Gamescast and where is it? Gamescast, I know you know because you're a Game Cat. But for those that don't know, every week I co-host a show with the wonderful Brian Paul, and now co-hosting alongside Wes and AJ on respective days. It's every Wednesday. I will be hosting every 2 out of 3. So it's actually my first time back on the show in like 3 weeks. So really, really looking forward to it. And it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one. So yeah. And Event said, you didn't watch it. You want to go in blind. That's absolutely fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. And thank you for the congrats, people. And yeah, I do actually wear this at dinner parties. That is kind of true. Hey, Cat Carver. Hope you're doing good. It's not a hat. It's a lifestyle. Love it. Love it. Absolutely. Didn't say the hat was bad, Miles. Just don't know what it is. That's fair enough. It's good. Deal with it. Do you recommend the PSVR 2? Yeah, the PSVR 2 is brilliant. Although I just ordered the Quest 3, which is arriving tomorrow. Do I just tell you what I'm doing as my new job? I mean, you're all like family to me, so maybe should I? I'll talk about it a bit later on the show. On the show, I will tell you what I'm doing as my new job. I think that Oli sounds fair. But yeah, just a bit of housekeeping, people. If you like the music, as I know some of you do at the start of my show, you can check out the playlist on Spotify. Just use the QR code or search Myles Dyer Live on Spotify. And whenever I play new music, it is added to the list. And if you love the wonderful people in the live chat and want to get in on all the positivity and loveliness, join the Discord, Empathy Arcade. The link is in the description if you don't want to use a QR code, but the QR code's there as well. If you're watching this on your phone, just take a screenshot and then you can click on it a later time. There are ways to support the show. I don't take any paid sponsorship. That could always change at some point, but like for as long as I know, I've never taken any paid sponsorship. I just like to be a free spirit, man. But I am supported by you, the members. So for the price of a coffee a month, it's not a lot. You can unlock all these cool emojis and badges, and it means that when you comment on any of my videos, you go to the top of the list. And then finally, the store, questforempathy.com. Lots and lots of cool merch. And I have here, look at that, it comes with the little Quest for Empathy or Empathy Arcade icon. I've got a new product here that is not on the store, but as I tell you, with the exception to the Juice Kangaroo lighthouse, which Clem Fandango in the chat's got and has posted an amazing photo that I shared last week. I always like to order them first. The Juice Kangaroo lighthouse was such a joke one. I was actually surprised anyone bought it, and that is why I love this community. Man, you'll be tired tomorrow. Yeah, I will be. I mean, I'm tired now. So I've not actually seen this. So this was inspired by a cup, a mug that was bought for me for a gift a few years ago, and I love it. And so I just made some amends, and I created a new one. Yeah, some of you recognise this box. Look. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. I think that's awesome. So I have a cup that was bought for me, or it was like a Christmas gift like 4 years ago, and it's a cup full of motivation, and I love it. It's one of my favourite cups to drink out of. But sometimes I like a big mug, and so I have created for the Quest for Empathy store a mug full of motivation, and it says it on both sides. This is currently not on the store. It's not available. But I wanted to basically get it and see how it turned out. And yeah, so I guess maybe in the next week. I mean, what do you think, guys? I love it. I mean, to be honest, I made this just because I wanted it. And this is my favourite. This is my new favourite. I mean, I like a cup full of motivation, but a mug full of motivation is the real deal. Kiro says, I know what I'm getting next. So yeah, it comes in a really cool box. Really well packaged. So yeah, that I'm very, very happy about. Just looking at the chat. Let's have a look here. Yeah, you like that the heart is on the box and on the invoice too. I know, that was something I didn't realise, but I love that they do it. And Tom says Ghost of Tabor. Yes, Ghost of Tabor is meant to be amazing, so I should definitely check it out. I would recommend Walkabout Mini Golf, Tom, if you haven't played it already. But yeah, have you heard about this new VR Alien game? Yeah, that could be the next frontier of horror. So we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, so yeah, no, I like it. I think it's a win. So that is coming out on the store soon. And my parents have just got back from Japan. They've been there for 4 weeks. I feel like we're getting caught up on the hat, I know. It's all right, the hat is there. So when my parents went out there, my mum was like, oh, they have all these really strange flavours of Kit Kat and stuff like that. And I was like, I know. I was like, get something really out there for me. And I think my mum's just been mum. I think she's been a bit cautious. But they got me a couple of things. Firstly, I'm getting tangled on this. My mum got me this. A nodding samurai, which I love. Super, super cool. That will definitely have to go in the background here at some point. And then she bought me some almond rush milk. That's nice. Which I'll try, but that's not what I'm going to try on the show. She's got me 2 of each of these. Let's try these out. Hey, hatter's gonna hat. They are. I love it. I love it. Oh, by the way, that deserves one of these. What 'em. You better have a giant pile of Kit Kats. So, we got peach. And we've got uji matcha. There you go. So, I'm just going to try these. I feel like they had much wilder flavours out there, but it's my mum. My mum, she's like, no, I want to get something Myles is going to like. Bless her. So, thank you, mother. Oh, and they're mini. Look at that. Nice and small. There we go. Here we go. Nick says, I packed a whole box in my suitcase for Kit Kats when I went. Blitz Beast Games says, can you play Aces of Thunder when it comes out? I'm playing all the games. I think I've just done 187 PSVR 2 games. I've got like 8 left, and then I'm caught up, and then I'll be playing every game. I think the fact I've done MADiSON was the thing that was... I'm actually quite proud of myself for doing it. The thing... we'll talk about it later. Here we go. Let's try this peach one. Wow. I mean, it's what you think it is. It tastes like peach and Kit Kat together. I was going to say, it kind of has the richness of like a white chocolate. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, people. I feel like I can't have the other one now. So that was good. Let me give it a bit, and then a bit later we'll try the matcha one. That one looks like it's going to be a bit more of a challenge. It looks like the chocolate itself is green. So yeah. So we got that. Yeah, peach Kit Kat, man. That's pretty good. Peach is nice, but not in chocolate. It's interesting. Yeah. Green matcha Kit Kat for the win. Everyone's like, ugh. Right. That was good. Do you know what? Something else you should know is in the background, when we do these live streams, there is a puzzle which is pinned in the live chat. So if you find yourself wanting to do stuff in the meantime, head on over. This is actually quite a small puzzle today, just because it's quite a difficult one. But I like that you've got the text. And the way it works is you just click on something, click on a square, click on another one, and it swaps them round. Although it always doesn't let me until I've expanded it and click that. So, yeah, you click on an item, you put it in a place, and when it goes green like it did there, it meant it was the right place. If you put it out, it will go red. That means it's wrong. So, green, red is wrong. Green is right. It's amazing, that, isn't it? It's like it was planned that way. But yeah, it's a funny image. Yeah, so feel free to have a go with that. And the other thing, do you know what? Let's just talk about what I am doing as my new job. Let's get it out of the way. So I am super, super stoked to announce people that starting from today, I am joining an American company that is trying to be at the forefront of VR, supporting developers, supporting the VR community, and they are called Impact Reality XR. And Wes, who is going to be my co-host on PSVR Without Parole tonight, he works there with PR, and he asked me to pass on my resume after he was impressed with the way I conducted myself at PAX East. And so I did, had a conversation with the team, and we clicked on really, really well. And so I'm joining them. I'm going to be heading up their social media strategy team. I'm going to have a team of content creators I'm working with clients. My role is to support developers that have games to get out there in the world, but need help with building communities and get it out there. And, you know, in some ways, this is what I was kind of doing in the interim, but to be a part of a team and, you know, have multiple clients and have systems in place, this is going to be really, really great. So, it's not been announced officially yet. I'll be doing that on a post tomorrow, but this is pretty big for me, and they've worked with some amazing devs and game IPs, some of which I've actually got some of their stuff, and I was like, oh, I didn't know they worked with them. And so this is one of the reasons I've ordered a Quest headset, because I'm going to be a part of it. And I've kind of just embraced the fact that, it's time for me to work in the VR space and you know, champion it completely. So super, super excited. So many amazing people. And so I'm currently onboarding at the moment, and in the coming weeks we'll be up and running. And yeah, we'll just have to watch this space. So in many ways, it's a big relief for me. As you know, or for those that don't know, I was let go from a job that was kind of a dream job for me at the start of the year, and I was pretty devastated by it. And then I was trying to work out what to do next. And, you know, I've been quite patient. I've been working with Rapid Eye Movers and C-Smash. My final day with them was yesterday. I've still just got to do some handover stuff, which I'll be doing over the next couple of days. But, this feels right. And I'm just super, super excited about this. So, yeah. Chris says, I'm super, super... You're Superman, I knew it. Not quite. But... Thank you. I've been following Impact for a while. You're going to love everything they do. Oh, I already knew about them. And there's some... They're doing lots of exciting stuff. They've been doing a lot of exciting stuff for a while. But obviously now I'm a part of them. I also know what else they're working on. And there's just lots of amazing stuff. So very, very exciting. And I just want to say once again, massive thank you to this community, because always incredibly supportive. And I'm not just talking about those that are in the VR space, the community as a whole. This feels like the start of a new chapter. And so like May 1st, it's just a bit of an impactful day, because I started working there. I took on my greatest fear in virtual reality. And I'm jumping back into PSVR without parole with their new format. Congrats, great group of people, just got even better. Thank you. And if I'm not putting your congrats on screen, no, I am reading it, and I really, really appreciate it. Where can I buy that hat? Maybe I should start selling them. Well, funnily enough, my friend who had one, I don't know where she bought it from, but these seem to be quite common around the world. But yeah, and it's good, you just do this. But when I was on the plane, the air pressure meant they stayed up, so for the whole flight home it was like this. It was really, really ridiculous. Cool. All right. Finally, before we get on with the show, I always like to talk about vitamin G. What are we grateful for? So, what are we grateful for, people? You don't have to share it with the chat. You can just keep it to yourself. But just the act of thinking about what you're grateful for can make a world of difference to yourself. It's a good way of reflecting. I like to do it every night when my head hits the pillow, although I say that. I like to. I don't always. Sometimes I'm just too tired. But just thinking about what you're grateful, it could be for a person, could be an experience, an environment. I've said this a few times. I'm just incredibly grateful to live a super... I'm saying super a lot today, I know. I'm just very grateful to live an incredibly fulfilling life, connected with so many amazing people. I just feel very lucky, and so I just want to say thank you. I'm grateful for all of you. You love the ears. Glad you like it. So yeah, I think I know a shop that sells them in my town, and probably HMV. Is HMV is still going, right? Yeah. And thank you, Delta. Thank you. So while we wait for people to write out their vitamin Gs, what we're going to do, this show is going to be a pretty short one, but it's just a chance for me to decompress because I've still got a headache. I was for an hour and a half. I'm surprised I was in the headset for as long as I was playing that. I was so uptight and tense. It was pretty horrific. Hence the amazing thumbnail screenshot. I definitely need to make a YouTube short with the clips. There was lots of good moments. And actually, can I just put it out there for anyone that's watching? If you're someone who watches my Let's Plays, if you can remember any particular moment in any Let's Play that was funny, if you have the timestamp, put it in a comment. Let me know, because I want to start making more shorts based on my Let's Plays. And often the time I'll just load up the footage from one, and then I'll have to skim through it. And obviously they're like an hour and a half, and sometimes you'll just remember the key moments, so do let me know. Mojo says, my vitamin G this week is me finally getting my sleep back in order. Result, I'm the opposite. Mine's been falling out of whack, so I'm looking forward to having a good night's sleep tonight after Gamescast, of course. I've been sleeping a lot better the last few weeks, so it's good not to be super fatigued and grouchy. Sleep is the most important thing in life. It really is. Once upon a time, people didn't live with electricity, having light. It would just get nighttime, and then it was like, right, time to go to bed because it's dark. And so it's very easy for us to just keep staying awake, keep staying active. It's a bit of a thing that Mother Nature never really planned for, right? Chris says, my vitamin G is similar to Miles's, but I can't speak it or I'll jinx it. That's all right. Well, good luck with whatever you've got going on, Chris. Much love to you, brother. Lots of thumbs up in the chat. Do you know what now? While I'm waiting for a couple more vitamin Gs, let's try this one. Mojo says, Miles, the whole trombone game was an absolute hilarious Let's Play. If it was one I laughed from start to finish, it was defo one of my faves. I do need to do more games like that. I still have Trombone Champ on my computer, and they've added like loads since I played it. But yeah, it was really good. Definitely need to do more of them. Kira Cat Lady, again, thank you for all the Let's Play help you've been doing. Had a great talk with my landlord. That is also my neighbour, and they won't be needing the apartment for at least 2 years and will give me plenty of time to look for a new apartment. Landlords do get a bad rap, and I think sometimes it's justified, but it's why when there are landlords that are good ones, you want to shout about them, So that's really, really, really good. Callie says, vitamin G, the friendly staffer in one of these supermarkets I visit regular, who has always been a lovely, friendly, smiling chat, makes a massive difference. I'm thankful for just getting home from work. Always good. Enjoy your time off. Kiro says, my vitamin G is a bit of an odd one. I like this. I like all these preambles of people like, giving a bit of caveats. Vitamin G is vitamin G. If you're grateful, it matters. Some less than positive news yesterday means I get to speed up my plans to move back to my hometown, which is something I've wanted to do since before 2020. Well, I'm sorry for the less than positive news, but the fact that you're being proactive and getting ahead of it, I wish you all the best with that, and hope it all works out. So yeah, the reflection in the jar behind Miles is giving me anxiety. Well, funnily enough, that is not that is just the nodding samurai. I'll put it there. Is that better? That reflection's fine, isn't it? And Karina, you and Kira are highlight clips queens together. James says, vitamin G, back to the gym after 3 weeks of bad health stopping me. Well, that's my excuse. Well, good. Every day is a new chance. Every day is a new chance to kick it back up and running. So all the best with that. Roy says, I'm grateful for my cat. Had only one kitten last time she had 3. God, that is such a... I don't have pets, but I can imagine it's a bit of a lottery how many they're going to bring in. Right, let's have a look here. This is the matcha one. Ready? Oh, got another vitamin G here. I'm so thankful for my awesome, beautiful partner that got me a Quest 3 for my birthday last week. Well, happy birthday for then, and congrats on the Quest 3. Congrats on the... Get a cat, get a cat. Oh, this is pretty good. I would say it feels less distinctive than the peach, but maybe it's because it works really well. They're both quite sickly though. Oh, you can't beat peanut butter Kit Kat, in my opinion. Right, that's it for vitamin G. So, I think Uji matcha is the medium. Ah, there we go. Down the middle. Down the middle. Awesome, awesome. Okay. Right, people. So for those that don't know, I did a Let's Play today of a game called MADiSON VR. There was a game that came out 2 years ago called MADiSON, which was rated as the scariest game ever made. And it was the Science of Scare experiment that looked it up back in 2022. And I'll show you this now. Here we go. The Science of Scare. Broadband Choices found the Science of Scare project back in 2020 to answer a simple question: what's the scariest movie of all time? Following a huge reaction to the initial study... Let me make this a bit larger. There we go. Actually, that works that way. Following a huge reaction to the initial study, each year we've grown the project, inviting more people to take part in the study and expanding our Scare hot shortlist with new entries from around the world. In a world where we have more access to entertainment than ever before, from TV packages with movies to a huge variety of on-demand streaming services available in our homes thanks to super fast broadband, it's never been harder to pick what we want to watch and find the best, or in our case, scariest content. And yeah, by the way, for those that say they don't want spoilers, I will not provide spoilers. I'll talk about stuff that's been in the trailers, really. But what's scarier than watching horror, being part of it? New for the Science of Scare 2022, we've expanded our search to find the scariest, more heart-racing horror games ever made that you can play on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. So what is the scariest video game ever made? According to our study, 2022's MADiSON is the scientifically scariest video ever made, with the new IP beating off established franchises such as Resident Evil and Silent Hill. First-person psychological horror game from Bloodiest Games sees the player take control of Luca, a 16-year-old boy linked to a serial killer via a demonic camera and sinister ritual. Pretty strong stuff. With an unrelenting tension and plethora of scares, MADiSON sent our players' heart rates racing a massive 31 BPM above the average resting heart rate of around 65 during the gameplay, for an average playtime heart rate of 97 BPM, the equivalent of a moderate jog. So you got the results here, and I love this because Alien Isolation and The Forest. The Forest is scary, for sure. I've never played Visage. Soma I've always wanted to play, but Resident Evil 2, so 7 is up there. But it's interesting that it was beaten. So you got the average game rate, heart rate, and then the highest spike, BPM. So 131. So I got to 132 on my live stream. Average resting heart rate and overall difference. So Alien Isolation did pretty well. And there is a new Alien game coming out later this year, so that's going to be quite something. So there we go. And actually, look, Resident Evil Village is all the way down here, but can you actually... Oh, you can do it by high spike. So interestingly, Amnesia, The Dark Descent, and The Forest had high spikes. This is interesting. This is interesting indeed. So we go, MADiSON. And obviously they've been able to run with it as the marketing. Honourable mention, PT. So PT did very, very well, actually. But maybe it's because it wasn't a full official game. Unfortunately, due to PT being both a playable trailer, not a full game, and unavailable via legitimate channels. There we go. It probably would have won. Interesting. So anyway, this was MADiSON. Maybe. Where did it happen? So I've got the footage here. And so by the way, if there are people that are going to play it and don't want to be spoiled, you might want to just listen to this point, because I am going to bring some footage on the screen of me playing it. But I'm just going to scroll through it, so I might hit some stuff. Okay, so let's have a look here. So this was from my Let's Play. So yeah, sorry, that was the scariest game, and that's on a flat screen. And I know people that can't get through the game on flat screen. I always talk about how. Let me just put myself on camera here. Hello. Let me change the camera. Let me do it with this. And do a circle. Or should we do a squircle? Or should we do two? We'll do that. I'll put myself up here. Hello, everyone. So yeah. So, you know, when you're watching a horror game, or, you know, it's on a screen in the corner of the room, you're in it. So people are talking about how scary this is. And then here was me. It was a very dark game. Thumbs up, please. Please hit the like button. This game looks so good. Okay. In the headset. Okay. Oh, guys, you're very close, by the way. You're very, very, very close. Oh. But yeah, this was incredibly tense. Oh, 56:30 is where I left the screen scared. How long's the clip? I mean, I'm scrolling through it, so like, please give a voice cue when it's safe to bring the screen back. Yeah, okay, I will do. I'll tell you when I'm stopped showing clips. So yeah, look, this environment. There are two things that I struggle with horror. One is oppressive senses of dread. This game is just full of it. Just constant dread. This was locked, wasn't it? And then secondly, it's things that get personal. Is the video out? This was live streamed like a few hours ago. But this was the scene in here. Again, I'm not saying anything specific, so people that are watching away, but this is when I was terrified. But did you see it? And this was such a small area. I thought, you just watch this. This is when I absolutely brick it. Jesus Christ. It's so tense. Fucking hate this. Whoa. It is just super creepy.
Don't come any closer.
I don't. Oh, it's doing it again. This is it. Big spoiler for people, so don't watch it yet.
This cannot be real.
Oh my god.
So this fucking camera belonged to that woman. Why is this happening to me? I gotta get the hell out of...
Oh no. No. Now just to let you know on that bit, just going back, this uses eye tracking, so it knows exactly where you're looking. So like, look at that. Absolutely horrific. And actually, yeah, there's a lot of F-bombs. Oh. Look at that. So look, how quickly it does it. As soon as you do the flash. Well, I told you about personal space, so look at how I look. It is just... I mean, that could be a GIF right there. So really, really good. But yeah, it was just like full of atmosphere. On the right. Now you'll know it from the trailers and stuff, but basically, and I thought I was going to start seeing it, is for the most of the game when you're in complete darkness, you just use your Polaroid camera to light up the room, and there will be entities that are just there, literally waiting for you. This was the bit that got me. Oh no, it was when I was coming out of the. It was this bit here. Let's have a look here. It was this bit. Oh. Fuck. Yeah. Let's take this off now. 1 second. How do I do this? There we go. All right, people. If you are listening, and I'm not showing any more footage, but yeah, it's really intense. Clem says, this is going to be a tough playthrough tomorrow. This game is incredible. And there was a lot of concerns leading up to it because of it. Like, was it going to be rough, and was it going to be, done well? This doesn't let go. And so, just to explain, like, my physiology. I can't even pronounce what I'm saying. In terms of how I'm feeling, I am still tense, like, all around my chest. I've got a bit of a headache. I still just feel pretty messed up, and like the game does some really good stuff. Like there's bits where you've like got a headache, and like as the headache's happening and it's pulsating, so is the headset, so it's giving that feeling of having a pounding headache. It's amazing, really, really cool. But yeah, I want to say a massive thank you for people that stuck around. But obviously I was absolutely dreading this Let's Play, and I can't believe I'm at the other side of it. I think would have gotten a heart attack. Yeah, it's VR definitely takes horror to another level, and the simple reason is, well, it's twofold. One is when you're watching a movie, you're watching it in the corner. It's like, hide behind the pillow, look away. It's just on that screen. In there, you are in that world, and I can't explain enough the power of depth perception. So when you're in that underwater bit, I've seen that clip like many times. It's in all the trailers and like all the promos and stuff like that. When you're in it, everything, you realize how small the area feels. Like, just like depth perception just changes stuff, because you're like, I'm no longer looking at something on a screen. When you see a house on a movie, you're seeing a house on a movie. Whereas when you're in VR, it's like, I'm seeing a house and it looks like a house. It feels at scale as a house. And so, yeah, all of that is going on. And so it's all about the sense of immersion. You feel like you're really there. And I really can't stress enough, if you've never experienced VR, the power of depth perception. Because the way it works is you have one screen for each eye. And so it's not just looking at images. It's not just like having a screen up to your face. You've got a screen for each eye. So you're basically tricking your brain. And then on top of it, PlayStation has 3D audio. So you hear like scratching and like doors opening like round the corner, like in a different room. So you can hear where it's coming from. You can hear when stuff's behind you. And I think it's just absolutely remarkable. So yeah, it's an incredible piece of artwork. And thank you, Mojo, who I also forgot to thank because I got notified as soon as I ended the live stream yesterday. But a massive thank you for 5 gifted memberships. Delta says, I'm going to go through the memberships in a minute. Delta says, find it strange people like being scared, like enjoying eating hot chilies. It's cathartic. It's like, I think like when watching movies, it's being scared, but knowing it's basically, it makes you feel alive, and it's feeling those emotions in a safe space. But I'm with you, like, because like the question was, did I enjoy playing that game? And I don't know how to answer it, because there's a strange, I don't think there's any enjoyment while playing it, but I think it's the knowing that once I come out of it, I'm like, wow, that was amazing. I'm glad I experienced that, which I definitely feel. I can't hear you, AJ Temporary Game Cat for life. Well done. You have become a member. I'm back. Chris into Purple House, welcome back as a member. Je ne sais quoi, welcome back as a member. And Agent Shilbot, welcome back. And D Truth 49, welcome as a member. Do I have a favourite VR game? I don't really have a favourite VR game. I have games that I like at the moment and stuff like that. I think MADiSON could become a favourite. It does a lot of really bold things, and there's a lot of things I can't talk about because I do know where the story goes. This was the thing of MADiSON. I knew the very beginning. I knew about the well, but I didn't know how you got there. And then I didn't know what happened straight afterwards. And then I know a few other like beats in the game, but not what the orders and stuff like that. So yeah. Lots of love to Mojo for the memberships. Thank you. It's worse with Secret Cinema or Passager de Terra. You're in the movie completely physically with those. So I've done those mazes where you're with actors and stuff, so you're actually there. And I think VR's worse, in my opinion. And the reason why is, in VR, they can literally take you to worlds where things that break the laws of physics can happen. And you're not there with actors. I know they act very well, but you're literally there with representations of whatever they're trying to put out there, some evil entities and stuff like that. So and I just think like the realms of possibilities are so much wider in VR. And then on top of that, you have headset rumble, 3D audio, things that really make things intimate. So I think that's a big thing. Brain doesn't know actual danger or imagines. So it doesn't know whether it's actual danger or imagined, so it reacts in the same way. Yeah, absolutely. I love horror, but more of the psychological mind effects horror stuff. Yeah, I like that too, which is why MADiSON's brilliant, because MADiSON is all about like, there's so much great stuff in MADiSON where you'll just turn your head and then something's completely changed. Yeah, the sound design is absolutely outstanding. Like I do think the sound often gets not underappreciated, but it's very easy to talk about what you can see. I think the audio is actually probably some of the most impressive stuff about that game. But yeah, horror. I've got a very love and hate relationship with it. And well done. The puzzle got completed. There's a few white lines. I don't know why these white lines are on here, but you did a good job. So thank you for sending that. But yeah, so Yeah, I just feel very tense at the moment. I've still got a headache, and I still feel very stressed from it. Just because I've been in fight or flight mode. That whole thing, as you said, your body doesn't know what's real and what's not. And also, I was in that game for 90 minutes, and that's a long time. That's not 90 minutes of me just being like relaxed, because basically, I think in the last half an hour of my Let's Play, I was getting stuck on some puzzles, and so I wasn't really progressing much, and I felt like I'm just backtracking and not a lot's happening. And I was like, I don't feel. I wish I could see like one more jump scare or something before I go. But the reality was, I was still in a heightened sense of tension and anxiousness. It's just that I'd been in that state for so long, I wasn't really noticing it. And like, look, I'm not making comparisons from playing a VR game to like serving in the military, but you often, I remember reading like when soldiers went out to Iraq, that after like 2 weeks or something, they were absolutely exhausted and like burnt out because you were in like hyper red alert mode for a prolonged period of time. That is unnatural. And so, yeah, look, again, not comparing what I did to the bravery of people that are soldiers, but it is that thing of like, normally the adrenaline and sort of the tension that you feel is for short bursts to get you out of danger. When you're in something that is stressful for a prolonged period of time, that can stay with you, and I can definitely feel it in my bones. So, Agent Shieldbot says, MADiSON releases at 5 a.m. in the UK, setting an alarm to start it downloading for the morning. I can't wait to hear people's thoughts on it. I really can't. I wonder how much energy is. Yeah, I don't know. Already an experience of intense immersion. VR has come a long way. It really has. So, yeah. The way I would describe MADiSON VR, and I've mentioned it already, is I think it is a watershed moment for horror as a genre. If there was anyone I knew that was a fan of horror and they came over, I would say experience this, because it would just make you it would just make you feel, you got to experience it to believe it. That's what it comes down to. So yeah. And yeah, Karina said, I spoke to this company called GameScent, who are pioneering introducing actual smells to the VR experience, timestamped on the Boston episode. Yeah, I did. I need to speak to them again. Well, you're safe now. Well, funnily enough, Alexis, who is the creator of MADiSON, it's his first game. I'm going to be getting him on the show at some point on this for an interview. So that will be really, really good. Would have loved to have got him on today, but they've been very, very busy with getting ready for the launch. But I'd love to just get behind, what it's like making a horror game. And like, it's one thing for us to talk about like horror on the receiving end of what shocks us, but when it comes to game design, like what is it in the design that you have to do to make it scary? I'd be really, really interested to hear that. So yeah, those are my thoughts. So yeah, this really was an episode of me decompressing. I've got a really bad headache. I'm not feeling great. And so I am going to chill because I've got an hour until Gamescast. So, if a friend of mine would put me into MADiSON VR, we would no longer be friends. Honestly, when it comes to horror VR, I always offer it to friends, but if they say no, I don't. And if they do go in it or are kind of curious, I always tell them, if at any point you want to come out, say, and then I'll take you out. I take it very, very seriously. Let's have a look here. Cool. All right, people. So yeah, this is a bit of a low-key episode just because Tylenol time with a tall glass of water. And yeah, safe word. Have a safe word. But yeah, this was just a short one because I am exhausted and it's been a very long day. But I'm looking forward to being in a new rhythm with my life. I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that has supported me. I'm also on track for 50,000 subscribers, which will be an amazing feat. I think I've got about 8 or 9 games still to play and catch up with on Let's Plays, so they'll still be coming. But yeah, the best safe word in the world is more. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. So yeah, gonna leave it there. Go take a nap and a massage. Do you know what? I might actually have a nap now. I might very well do that, actually. That'll do me a lot of good. Just have a power nap for 20, 30 minutes. But yeah, thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I hope you have a good rest of your day. If you are going to be tuning in to Without Parole, do check it out in an hour's time. Links are on my YouTube channel. So without further ado, I'm just going to wrap it up there. Thank you, Mojo, and thank you for all the congrats. I'll be posting more details about it on my socials and that, but you're the first people I've announced it publicly to, so how about that? Yeah. Dyer Discovery was the thing that I hadn't done yet. Oh, I had that from last week or the week before, but my Dyer Discovery was I got this through the post. Actually, it was probably the this is good though. This is a good mug. I can't wait to start drinking out of this. Yeah, gonna put it on the store soon. And yeah, does having those deprivation tank treatments help energize you? It does. It's like a really good inner energizing. I might go there actually. Karina says, get some rest, Miles. A massive well done on your new gig. Thank you very, very much. Also, actually, just on the human side, and I actually told the people I'm now working with this. Major imposter syndrome. It is the most natural thing in the world when you start a new job, is having imposter syndrome, because you want to make sure you're right for the role. It means you care. And yeah, I'm very nervous, anxious about oh, am I going to be right for it? The reality is I'm just going to get stuck in, and it's going to be such an amazing time working with some great clients and yeah, just kicking things off. So I'm going to stop rambling now. I'm going to get some rest. Much love to you all. Always worry about these more down key episodes, but sometimes you got to have them. But thank you for bringing good vibes, and thank you for those that kept me company earlier. If you haven't watched it, it's on my YouTube channel. Enjoy it, and if you are going to be playing it, have a wonderful, wonderful time. If you are a fan of horror and you have PlayStation VR 2 or PC VR, you got to get MADiSON VR. It is a massive recommendation from me. So yeah. All right. Have a good one, people. As you know, now it's time for your final thoughts.
chasing sunsets all alone. The darkness fading, painting goodbye big sky. Far away but dreaming of your ocean eyes.
All right, people. Thank you so much. I hear knocking about around the house or with my neighbours and stuff, and it just freaks me out after that game I've been playing earlier. It's been absolutely horrifying. I just have to say though, before I head off, this fight, it is amazing. It's so good. It's so good. I like that I'm sort of in this wet, bloodied hand, from behind. That is just everything. It's even the finger pointing. Yeah, that is. I bet I could get a better frame of that. But yeah, I'm trying to think how I'm going to do the short. I might just do a highlight clip of me feeling really, really tense or something. But yeah, honestly, everyone that's been saying it's nice to have these chilled episodes, it means a lot because yeah. Every episode doesn't have to be super organised and stuff like that. Sometimes it's just good hanging out. I mean, it's always hanging out. So, yeah, really, really appreciate you all, people. And I look forward to seeing some of you on the show in an hour. And if not, I'll be doing another Let's Play tomorrow. So, yeah, take good care of yourselves. Love, respect, empathy, and adios. Till next time. Bye-bye.